future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And a dump off here to Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
It's Robinson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8. Here's Watson. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And just a yard to go here on second down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Caught out left side by Robinson. Not much there, only a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Second and 9. Robinson now off the option. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown. James Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and 10, Taylor now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Four yards remain for second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Adams. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, James Robinson, a surprise star last year as an undrafted rookie, 5'10", 220. He is a tough man to get to the ground.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
2nd and 4. On the handoff, Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Number 53, Mike, 53. Switch up, switch up. Attack, attack.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here we go.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Second and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Ricky.
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Charger drive about to get going as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Mahomes. And finding the tight end Hooper. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Robinson. Fighting his way through contact. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
We play to win.
The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Switch.
He'll look to throw. Over to Hooper on the sideline. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Chris Jones now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10.
Now it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Robinson now off the option. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
We're going to shut you down.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing now is Mahomes. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give to Taylor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete to Isabella. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. as he'll kick it away for the second time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes. Pass complete to Taylor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Mahomes. Pass caught by Hooper. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Hey, 43, 15. 43.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They're all finished up in Seattle. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week